Hey, what's up, fellas? It is me coming at you once again. I'm kind of going off the cuff today. I don't have much of a specific script or anything like that, but I just finished some work that I've been doing for Then and Now, which is again this thing back here. One of the things I've taken on over the last couple of years has been the marketing stuff for my brother. He does this thing called Then and Now Art. He takes a photograph from 100 years ago. He recreates the photograph and then puts it into a recreated version of it and makes it as one piece. Like, for example, this shot behind me is London in 1890. Yeah, 1890 and 2018. A couple years ago, my brother and I realized that I could in fact take the new photo as long as I got it right, and then he could take the blend or the process and blend it together himself. So we realized his art that does so well in the Midwest was something we could scale. That's something that could be done by other people. For example, me, who knew nothing about photography. Literally, I know nothing about photography. I do now, but when I first started, I knew nothing. And we realized we could scale it because we could send other people out to get the photos and send it back to him in our art department, back at his place. So that photo right there, I actually took. We got one in Portland that I took, another one here in Greenville where I live that I took. And, it's kind of neat for being a noob photographer. I've already sold published work, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I guess that makes me a professional. Don't worry, I'm not. My brother just walks me through everything and I point, shoot, and send back. But anyways, I've been working on that a ton lately, just the marketing side of things for the last couple of years that are required for that has been overwhelming for sure. So I'm slowly getting the hang of it and we're starting to get a little bit of attraction, and it's actually been pretty exciting. Like, you work at something and it doesn't seem like you're getting any better. Relating it to BMX tricks, if there's any BMXers watching this, you try hang fives, which is like a front nose wheelie. You try hang fives over and over and over again, 50 in a row, you don't get anything. 100 in a row, nothing. You don't. But then all of a sudden, that 101st one, you get like 10 feet. You're like, shit, that makes all of them worth it. Like, that makes the other 100 crappy ones worth it because you got one decent one that was 10 feet. So that's where I'm at in the art marketing game, is being able to get a sale after working so hard is pretty cool. And then starting to watch them come in a little bit more frequently and a little bit more consistently has been so rewarding. Again, with those hang fives, like, after doing it for so long and failing so much, all of a sudden they start coming a little bit more. You get 10 feet, you get 15 feet, now you're getting 10 feet every 20 tries as opposed to every 100. Like, before you know it, you're rolling all over the place on the front wheels. So that's kind of what I've been working towards with the whole art game. But anyways, that has nothing to do with what I was trying to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about was organization. One of the things I struggled with the most in my 20s was staying organized, keeping my thoughts kind of processed and where they needed to go. I read somewhere once that, information is useless unless it's organized in a well-intentioned structure. You can have all the information in the world, but unless your mind is able to sort those things and be able to put them together in a sensible plan of action, information is useless. You can know everything in the world, but if you don't know how to use it, it's not going to get you anywhere. So again, I'm no professional at it, but I've been slowly but surely developing my own process on how to stay organized, how to stay focused. I've got a really bad case of ADD when it comes to shiny object syndrome. I'll start focusing on something and I'll get all excited about it. I'll learn everything there is, and then I get a third of the way into it, right before I start getting some traction, and then I see something else. I'm like, oh, look, there's something else shiny, and I'll start learning everything there is to know about that. And that has some value in it, as I've mentioned in previous videos, because, you become well-rounded and you learn a little bit of everything. But every now and again, you got to stick to it, and you got to discipline yourself to say, hey, stick with this and see it through, then move on to something else. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with the marketing stuff with Then and Now, the marketing stuff with, my personal self and why I'm even making these videos. My idea is to stay committed, get a voice built up, attract a few people that come into my world and eventually do something with that. But again, I'm just testing the waters. I'm just learning it. For example, a really good space, like a workspace is great. Let me show you what I got going on here. If you guys are listening to this, you can't see it, but there's my little computer space right there. I got the monitor, got the sleeping dog. Hey, Ned. Nedward. He seems pretty boring. But I got the space. It's like having a comfortable space is one of the most ideal things you can have for this kind of thing. I got the art right there. This is also my bedroom, which is nice. And then another huge bonus is having a whiteboard and some markers to put your daily tasks on, you know, things that you're working on, things that you're trying to get done. Again, being able to put that information into a set plan of action is going to be massively beneficial to anything you guys are working on. And that's kind of where I'm at with this, you know, and that's why I'm still doing these videos, is I want to be able to be as productive as possible, or productive, I'm sorry. Be as productive as possible and be able to get things done, because I spent a lot of time just slacking and learning and not really applying anything. And just now, this last probably 6 months or so, after all of the work on then and now, we've been starting to get a little bit of traction. And that wouldn't have happened if I didn't focus, put the head down, and really, really stick with one different thing. So that's the subject to today's video, is if you guys want to do something, make sure to learn as much as you can about it. Avoid that shiny object syndrome. You know, organize the information that you do have and just put forth a plan of action. Baby steps, you know, starting small. Just for example, this video series, like my videos get a few views each. You know, I got like 8 followers or subscribers here on YouTube, but start small, baby steps, because tomorrow I might have 10 subscribers. You know, next month I'll have 100, and then 1,000, and you slowly but surely make those baby steps. And it's, not to get too cliche with it, but you start with the baby steps, and then you learn to crawl. You learn to crawl, and then you learn to walk, and then you learn to walk, and then you learn to run, and then you learn to run, you learn to sprint, and you gotta start it slowly. But it all starts with those few first baby steps. So that's all I got to say today. Glad you guys got a tour of my bedroom. Hope to make some videos soon about the remodel I did here in this house, how I learned to do some of those skills and things like that. And again, just the different well-rounded things I like to add to my tool belt of things to do. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. See you guys next time.